Woza, Thixo, wethu ongamandla ethu sisize Baba.
What do you say when there has been so much death in such a short space of time?
So much destruction that we see on our homes, see on the roads, and we even see in our own hearts. What do we say?
So much damage, so much loss, so much pain. We're seeing people losing their relatives, people losing their loved ones. What do we say besides saying, Woza Thixo? Ntokozo Ngongoma has put it in a way that we can't even put it ourselves. This is a prayer. We are praying out to God as Shange and Shenge Entertainment, saying, Lord, help us.
Definitely, Simpiwe. I just want to say to all the families that lost their loved ones, lost friends, condolences to you guys, every single one of you guys. You know the damages that has been done in KZN. It is unprecedented, and our heart goes out to you as Shange and Shenge Entertainment, because we say Durban, KZN, South Africa bleeds.
I couldn't have put it better myself, Ngaboshange.
Yeah. It's been a somber moment simply for the past 2 days, you know?
No, it's been crazy, man. It's been crazy. And there's nothing we can say. There's nothing we can do besides come together and say, Lord, we need you right now.
Definitely, Lord, we need you. I just want to highlight something that happened. We also were affected by these rains and all of these damages, where in the midst of the pain, even in the midst of the destruction, we came together as a community. We helped each other out. We were literally locked out, Simpiwe, from exiting our home.
Yeah, man, I saw.
Yeah, as you were there yesterday. And you also came in, pitched through, where we tried our best to literally clear the roads, clear everything. And man, the destruction that was there, it's unprecedented. But you know what I'm glad for, Simpiwe?
Yeah.
The brotherhood that was there yesterday.
Bro, you know, you only see how much people care and love you when you are going through a hard time.
Yeah.
And what is happening right now is the whole perception of privilege has changed. This has a way of changing how we see what privilege is.
Yeah, man. And you know what? I just want to even add on to that, is that even our class level has changed. We look at each other and we see the damage that have happened in the North Coast or the South Coast or Durban,
bro,
in the inland, and we say, you know what, we bleed with you guys. And the way I see it, it's like the country is being humbled in a way. It's like Nkulunkulu has got a message for us, and that we need to pay attention and we need to listen. Don't you think?
Definitely, man. I think there's a shift that is happening.
And
Ngisabulela about privilege, the whole perception of privilege changing, because now we used to see privilege as assets. We used to see privilege as money and all those things. Yes, those things are important. Those things are nice to have. But right now we see privilege as being alive.
Yo, that way. You know, a privilege of being alive is really great. It's really an honor. I'm even, as I say, I'm pouring out my heart to those that lost their loved ones. I don't want to say much, but I feel with you guys. I feel with you guys that have, you know, those people that were there yesterday, they're gone today. Write in the comments, guys. Like, subscribe, and ring our bell. But also write in our comments section how you've seen God in this time. Like, how are you getting through? Are you guys okay? Is there help for you guys?
Check on your relatives. Check on your loved ones.
Yeah, check on your relatives. Check on your loved ones. And I'm looking at the damage, Simply. I looked at the video as we were playing Woza Ngongoma's song, that he has a video on Facebook where he highlights all of the damage. I saw one home, literally it was going
It was sinking, brother. It was,
it sank, and my heart sank as well.
bro. My
And
heart
then
just dropped.
and then yesterday, sorry to cut you, but yesterday when we needed an essential at home, we dug for 4 hours, 5 hours straight to get our driveway clear so we can get an essential. And even then, I waited 2, 3 hours in the line for this essential, and I didn't get it. Yabo leyo nto ukuthi
It's yeah.
yabo ukuthi nje it's a somber moment for our country. It's a somber moment for our city. Shout out to our president for coming through to Durban to be there for our people, as well as the government as well, the provincial government, for pushing work to solve all of these problems. Having a meeting last night at 8 o'clock, by the
Is
way.
it?
Yeah, they were there. They had a meeting here at 8 o'clock trying to resolve and trying to figure out how to resolve the issue. And even those abantu abasebenza kamasipala, bro, those people that come fix our electricity, try to fix our roads. Shout out to them. Don't you think they're doing a great job, dog?
Looking at the fact, I would say resources have been stretched very thin
Yeah,
during this
yeah.
time. We are seeing Bang and Lela, and they're doing the best that they can. Because I was reading an article the other day, and one of the things they said was, I would say, most engineers and people that work for these departments, they can't even get to work because they
Yeah,
themselves have
are
been
stuck.
shut out and they are stuck.
Yeah.
Ngasemakhaya.
Yeah, like I heard when I went to work this morning, I was going to my old department where I used to be, where I looked for all of my old colleagues just to greet them, just to see where they,
All right.
if they were okay, right?
Yeah.
And when I got to my department, not everybody was there, and they just told me messages of some were stuck in a place like Imlas,
Bro.
the N2 with the crates that fell on the road.
Yeah.
They stuck Imlas. They can't do anything, and I'm just thinking to myself, ngibonga kona ukuthi ngifikile, privilege
Big
ukuthi
fit.
ngifikile emsebenzini. That for me is just an honor from my side ukuthi yazi ngifikile emsebenzini.
Yabo mfethu ukufika emsebenzini, no, ngale ukufika emsebenzini, ukuvuka mfethu. Kukhona abantu mfethu abagcine belala and they woke up. Okay, no, they didn't wake up.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's sad how everything is played out.
Yeah. Mina ngibona ukuthi nakhona we're trying to understand from this whole point of view, from a biblical sense, ukuthi what does this mean? Like yabo nami ngizama understand it from God's perspective ukuthi what did he mean with all of this that had happened? You know, people lost their lives, their homes, you know.
Well, there's so many ways you can actually sit down and look at this.
Yeah, unpack one. Yeah.
And I think one could say,
Yeah.
it's a chance to start over.
Yeah.
As much as that is hard,
Yeah.
the mere fact that we're still alive, it means there's still hope.
Definitely. That means that there's still hope for us to start over, to try again, and to even pass. If those that have passed on the baton to actually make us to be able to see the privilege of being alive, to pass on the baton and say, go do what you're supposed to do. That's why we're doing this podcast, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you've been wanting to do something and local procrastinator thinking, no, this is the time to start.
Yeah, there's no better time than now. Yeah, well, Tina, we both work, right?
Yeah, we both have a 9 to 5, but here we are.
Yeah.
You don't know this, but this is at night. We are recording at night because we told ourselves, we want to do this.
Yeah, definitely. So going back to the privilege that it's a privilege to be alive. So we're making sure that whatever we're doing, hey man, we're doing it for God, number one, doing it for our families, number two, and doing it for those people that believe in us. And those people that don't even know us, they're listening to our podcast. If you notice, the numbers increased. But those are people that listen to us and be like, okay, these guys are actually doing it. Jobush to be recording at night. Some people don't even see what it's studio set sinja. Yeah.
You know, man, the privilege to think, the privilege to dream. I mean,
yeah.
Casper, he has a privilege to he had a dream, the privilege to dream. That music didn't really pan out. But it was a dream nonetheless. Yeah.
Opinion. Did you watch the fight?
Yeah, I watched the fight. Well, obviously they're not boxers. Let's not look at them as boxers. As people.
I don't look at them as boxers. But awungitshele kancane. Ubonile ukuthi uba ubeshaya umunye.
Ayebeshayana laba. Bebe Shine.
You say so?
Yeah, man. I think Bebe Shine. There were instances where Casper had the upper hand. There were instances where Neck Music was having the upper hand. Maybe Mhlampeni, what I can say is maybe Unak won because when it was his turn to hit, his punches were landing in certain areas.
Hey, mina ngazi mhlambe I'm wired differently, but that fight, I think Casper for me won.
Nope. For me, it was Nak and well, I had
Yeah.
my money on Nak Music. Seriously, that's like when I heard about the
I,
fight, I was like, Nak.
dog. When I watched that fight, I literally was like, Casper won. But we'll debate forever. But I think Casper won. You say Nak won. Okay, let's say bygones be bygones. Nak won. He's carrying around his belt. But why is he carrying around his belt like he's a world heavyweight champion or something like
Well,
that?
he is. I mean,
No, he's not. He just beat up one person.
this was the most
He
famous.
beat up one person, but who say champion?
Lalela, this was the most famous boxing fight in South Africa in years.
Ay, boo. What are you saying about the boxing industry?
No, I'm saying, Guti, they haven't been getting as much hype. That's why this whole thing is happening to try and bring back that light that we had years ago.
Definitely, I agree with you. What Casper's doing, hey, shout out to Casper in your vest. As in Casper in your vest, we just want to say shout out to you because what you're doing, we see you from Philip to this boxing game.
I don't know if everything he does, but everything he set his mind to do, he's actually done.
And that's why I appreciate him, and that's why I actually look up to him, and I still follow him on Instagram and all my socials, even on Facebook, is the fact that this man is an inspirational man.
Nah, definitely inspirational, man.
And sorry to cut, but what he sets out to do, he does. And for me, we need to follow him for that. And he's the most influential rapper we've ever had in South Africa.
Define what you mean by influential.
In terms of what he's done for not just music, but the entertainment industry as a whole.
I think what we can say is maybe he's one of the most influential creatives that we've had in the country in a while.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, thanks for that correction. Most creative.
Yeah, because now he's Usepumile from
Being
just
a
being a
rapper.
rapper.
Because he's different now. He's branched off to Amapian. Oh, baby. Anything that you
Oh yeah. I remember that song in his album. Was it in his album?
I don't know. I don't know.
But I remember that song.
I think
I
it
remember
was a
that song.
single with Ubush.
Yeah, I remember that song. I remember that
Hey, my guy, Ubush, guy. Okay, anyway. So he's very.
song. You can't just say that. Awuchaze bafo.
Cousin.
Unjani ubuhle?
Hey, Ubush is a great singer, man. Ubush is a great singer, man.
Nah, man, she's amazing, man.
She's amazing. Like,
who's your celebrity crush?
Oh.
Ngicabanga phela usukhuluma ngobuhle, like she's amazing and all that. And how your face just lit up when I asked you the question. I'm like, as it said, who's your celebrity crush?
Why should I expose myself with that?
Oh man, this is a free environment, man. Let us know.
Okay, all right. I used to have a huge crush on Natasha Tahani.
Natasha. Yo, you used to tell me about Natasha every chance you got.
Yeah. Hey, bro, like not every chance. What am I saying? Oh, crush me, danger. No, like,
let me just say this. When you the type that when you love hard. You love
really definitely. That's why I say I'm a very romantic man in terms of love, man. I believe in love and fully loving with all your heart.
Yo, man, that is. But don't you think loving all the way is dangerous? I'd like to think
it's dangerous if you have a person in your life that doesn't value what you value. So if I say it's dangerous, or if you say it's dangerous, I'm saying it's dangerous because I'm dating somebody who doesn't see the value that I see of love. So if they say to me, they're not matching my energy.
Yeah.
then that's dangerous.
I mean, there's a lot of red flags, especially when it comes to love, and all those things there.
Yeah.
And hence, it's dangerous because as soon as something involves another person,
Yeah.
you lose the element of control over it. So now you're playing on a level that you don't fully have control over. So
But
now that brings an element of danger. Hence, I say, if you're loving someone else, that is dangerous. You can love on pig,
yeah,
but if you're loving wholeheartedly, and there is something called loving recklessly.
imange phela siyabona manje ima ukhona loving recklessly
Yeah.
base ukhona ukuthanda unconditionally. Now ureckless ukuthanda umuntu ongakuthandi.
No. I don't think so. I totally disagree. Love.
Kureckless ima ngichazele.
Okay, cuz.
Ukuthanda umuntu ongakuthandi kodwa okufunayo. But loving someone unconditionally is loving somebody that loves you back, matching your energy.
No. If you love someone unconditionally, they don't have to love you back because that is you loving unconditionally. But that type of love is reckless.
No, it's not.
It's reckless.
No, it's not. Yazi. Shuthi wena ujuthi uNkulunkulu reckless mayithanda thina.
No, that's that's different.
How? Because we're learning from him. We're learning from him how to love.
Well, yeah, we're learning from him, and
I should see he's reckless for loving humankind.
No, man, no.
Then what are you saying about unconditional love? Then
no, I'm saying, Mina, if loving someone who doesn't match you doesn't mean you loving them is unconditional love can be one-sided. It's only reckless if it's one-sided. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, it's a thin line. Hey, guys, like, subscribe, and ring the bell and give us the comments, guys. No, I think we need to unpack the subject.
We need advice on this subject.
Yeah, as in, I think we need to add more crew members.
More meat.
We need to add more crew members onto this conversation. I think next episode we should have a bit more conversation with other people that give us a view on this. Because debater. But okay, but let me just say this. I do believe in this today's age that the society that we're living in right now.
Yeah.
We have an unnerving sense of love. Like when I say unnerving, like
right.
Sinevas ngothando. Nevas. No one says nevas. I was nevas ngempela because
give me an example. No, it doesn't have to be something you've gone through.
Let me give you an example. I love somebody.
Yeah.
And they love me back. Right?
Okay.
But their love back is conditioned ngokuthi, why does he love me so much? So then what the other party does is that they look for red flags. Not that they see them, they look for the red flags and they look for a reason for them to be like, I know, let's break up. So
yeah.
So statement ngokuthi, so that's just one of the scenarios when I'm saying that love is unnerving because now you think it's too good to be true to be loved unconditionally.
But then now that is an issue, yako, not the other person. It's an issue when because you've got certain unresolved issues.
Gothand.
And that's what I'm saying.
That's why in the society it's unnerving. Yabo mathi sinevas ngaleyo reason. Sinevas.
Abantu bayagowa la ngaphandle. That's
too super.
I personally feel the things we go through as individuals end up affecting us in relationships.
Really, even the things that we went through in our past relationships will affect us in the going relationship. However, we don't need to put it as the be all and the end all of the answer. We need to figure out how to work past that because if we don't, we'll have an issue in terms of being able to love that other human being.
Here's my personal philosophy.
Yeah.
I believe ukuthi, in whatever I do, whether it's love, whether it's business, whether it's work and friendships,
Yeah.
I cannot be a good friend, lover,
Yeah.
partner, whatever to you
Yeah.
if I as Usimpiwe am not complete. If I as Usimpiwe am not where I need
Definitely.
to be.
Definitely. I agree. I agree there. You have to be complete yourself. That's why you don't find a partner that completes you.
No. You shouldn't find a partner that
Nobody
completes you.
nobody can ever complete you.
No one. That's the issue we have nowadays as well.
Yeah.
Because people are looking, whether it's love, whether it's assets and other things, they go looking for things thinking those things will complete them. However, once they attain those things, I stand corrected.
Mm.
You find abantu abanemali killing themselves, and when on now you like, kanjani bula kanjani nemali engaka, because you don't know what that person is going through.
Yeah, because they sometimes feel incomplete.
They feel incomplete. Like what other people have ongenayo when does not mean ukuthi because they have this, they are complete. So if you go around chasing imali and thinking that once you have it, you're gonna be complete, most of the time
You get it wrong.
you get it wrong.
Even relationships as well. If you're
Well,
gonna
yeah.
go find a partner that completes you,
Bastille.
I bastille, Sham.
Because I believe ukuthi it's if you don't enjoy the journey going somewhere,
Yeah,
once you reach that destination,
yeah.
nalapho uzofushayeka. Because a sense of fulfillment needs to start now.
Ibalulekile sense of fulfillment. Yeah, but going into even this point of self-actualization, I took it from marketing. Hey, ngafunda, man.
Yini-ke manje leyo?
Self-actualization.
Wasukhuluma lezi zinto lezi. Yini manje leyo?
You know, there's a hierarchy of needs, and at
Well,
the
yeah.
top of the hierarchy of needs is self.
Is well, yeah. So okay, yeah. No, understand.
So the hierarchy of needs, self needs to come first. Then all the other things that you need come afterwards, or needs and wants come afterwards.
But then how do you put self back on top? Because now sometimes
we go to the bottom.
Yeah, sometimes
Start figuring out what
comes last.
Start figuring out what self, who self is beyond
The darkness.
Yeah, the darkness. Hey, abantu. Hey, people are probably gonna get tired of us saying about or talking
We've
about
never
the darkness.
actually really spoke about it.
We haven't
air.
talked about,
Remember the
haven't.
promo we recorded regarding the darkness? We didn't air it.
Oh snap! Yes. Okay.
So now explain what the darkness.
Okay.
Darkness is.
So by the way, people like, subscribe, and ring the bell.
Wenze konke.
Gonze gonke. By the way, futhi nakhona Tina, I am _Shange on Insta.
I am Simpiwe_M_Butelezi.
Yeah, but we are Shange and Shenge Entertainment on Instagram and Shange and Shenge Entertainment on YouTube. Also find us on Facebook, by faith. So now just to go in and explain the darkness. So I can explain it this way. Me and Simpiwe went through a really, 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 really tough time in terms of relationships. I don't know if I will expand on it, but we went really through tough times in the relationship. And we were in a very, 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 you know what I say, very dark place. Me and CPO were in a very dark place after these relationships ended. And what we did was we figured out that in order for us to come out of the dark place, we have to embrace who we are. We have to embrace the darkness in itself and use the darkness in our advantage to be able to come out being better, coming out into the light, becoming better people. So when I say the darkness, or when me and Sipiwa say the darkness, we really mean a place where we had to find ourselves, a place where we had to look for ourselves and look at ourselves as well in the mirror and be like, okay, Ebola, you're depressed. Ebo,
I think it's all about being honest with yourself.
yeah, you're depressed. No, angiko right. When it's angiko right, I mean angiko righty. I don't think I'm good for surrounding ourselves with people. I don't think I'm good for interacting with people. I think even we decided to take a break from church as well. Do you remember that?
Let me just expand a bit.
Yeah.
It wasn't to be honest, it wasn't really necessarily about the relationships. I think it was more of where we found ourselves in life in general.
Yeah, but the relationships were the instigators as well. I say, me, I say, P, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna put it on this podcast. We were not satisfied with where we were in our lives. A lot of the things that we were surrounded by or going through. Yay, I be my shame. Even down to the instigating of relationships. Mina nginendaba ngizosho mina, hayibo. Ngizosho, hayibo, kufanele bazi. Kufanele
Oh,
bazi
man.
ukuthi kushubile. But then the relationships were instigators. Don't you think?
I don't think one thing can have so much power over you.
But it can.
Nah, it can't. It can't.
I swear to you, it can, dog. And in a way, I'll put it this way. It had a factor in a way. So in any way, in any which way, it had a factor. So just the darkness expanded. It's just a place where we were like, as in, we're in a dark place. We're in a dark moment. We're in a dark season. Let's take a moment. Yes, sangena gymini, sa gym. Sangena saba a nice time in life.
This is one of the few times where I'm glad we're not on videos yet because I just dropped my mic. I just spent the last couple of minutes trying to fix my mic.
Yay!
Alright.
Even if it was on camera, bewazobona ukuthi as-edithi lutho bafethu.
Alright, sengilanga weke. Sengizodila nawe ke manje.
Uzodila nami ngenzeni kanti mina? Ngoba ngitshela ngichazela ukuthi the darkness in. Wena uthi can't be the one factor. Mina ngiyasho mina. Yeah, sometimes umjolo ukugile ngale ndlela ukuthi uzikhohle igama. Yeah, we can have witnesses. Imag before you share comment. Cela nibhala ama comment guys lapha. Right in the comment section ukuthi, do you believe that a relationship breakdown can affect you mentally?
It can. However, I feel it can highlight other aspects of your life.
Yes.
Or of your character. So it can be a trigger, but it can't always be the main thing.
It can, and you're 100% correct. But that's why we came out better out of that season, because we found who we were and what we wanted to do. Hence why I record ebusuku asidlile. Slambile.
Okay.
What does record? Sorry to clap.
This is what I can say.
Yeah.
Just to expand on what the darkness is, in case people start thinking what's into no.
No. It's just the factor.
So the darkness, it has nothing to do with demonic activities or anything like that.
Too much.
It is a place where it's literally a matter of just shutting everything out. Everyone and everything out. Everyone and everything. Spend time and get to know yourself better.
Yeah, boy. And the more you start getting used to yourself, the better you become in terms
you become more comfortable.
Yeah, you better even become with situations, and the more I spent time in the darkness, the more I learned how to be a man. Because I never was. Unfortunately, my father passed away when I was young, so I never had an opportunity to learn very much from my actual dad. But what I did was I learned from Lubami, how they used to treat their wives, how they used to treat the church, how they used to treat friends, how to treat themselves. But those lessons I was having to learn them. So there was a gap in a period in my life where I had lost the identity of what it is to be a man. Then I had to regain it within the darkness. The bullshit, it's not a relationship that actually is the factor, but it can be a catalyst with many other things. I would say it was, for me personally, let me just go personal. For me, it was the relationship. It was financing. It was work wise. Yeah. So purpose as well. I lost purpose. You know when you lose purpose.
One of the things that destroy a man, I stand corrected, but one of the things that destroy a man, whether he knows it or doesn't know it, it's not having a purpose.
Yeah. And not just even a man, but even everybody. Let's not even seclude us and say it's just man. Everybody that loses purpose, bro.
Yeah, I can say everyone, but I just want to take it a step further and say a man, because as a man, you always have this thing. You would see, you want to do something. there's you want to have a purpose. You want to be needed as a man.
Oh yeah. So you're always working towards wanting to find your purpose and your plan. So you always become needed in a way.
Hence, as men, we always want to provide because we feel that's the only way we can be needed if we provide financially.
But gay, awucabange, isn't that how it's supposed to be always?
It is. I'm piggy, but I'm saying,
Lalela, I'm sure the ladies are just like, yeah, very. Men should provide.
yeah, I'm pig. Men should provide, but
Yeah.
I don't think it makes you any less of a man if you can't.
That's where we need to have a discussion around this, Wuti. Just because men can't provide for you currently doesn't mean they're less of a man. Just means that current situation they cannot provide for your needs or your wants. In actual fact, your wants, not your needs. Because right now, I would even say if your own controversial, but if your own family or your parents, direct parents, cannot provide for you your wants, why would you expect it from another man?
I think, yeah, I hear what you're saying, but
Because nakhona leyo ndoda asithi-ke iya-understanda nge-purpose plan and has everything under wraps and everything, cool, even knows how to provide for a woman. But then do you not think it can be taken for granted because it will be expected because he's just like that?
yeah, one fair too. Yeah, well, one of the things that really frustrates me is people having this thing of entitlement, whether it's in a relationship, whether it's in life in general,
We
whether it's at work. I I don't like people who feel entitled, especially if you're entitled to into a.
You can never. Hey, by the way, those are the kids. If you can hear the kids in the background, that's the kids enjoying themselves listening to our podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we having a great session,
yeah.
Bashan.
Lalela, entitlement. Yabo, yabo. Mangasukhulume nge-entitlement, bafethu. Oh, okay. Yabo, you think you're entitled? Let me go this way. Abantu aba entitled. In a way, you can say bayifunde bekhulu level ye-entitlement, and then they feel like they can enact entitlement into a relationship or into a workspace or into a personal space and feel entitled to a person's things, like his or her possessions, or even izinto ezingafanelekile ukuthi athi ufuna ukuthi abe ne, what do you call this, abe ne desire.
What is entitlement to you?
Entitlement basically ithi mangiphethe, I'll keep it simple. Mangiphethe i-apula elilodwa, mangifika kuwe wena u-expect ukuthi ngikuhlephulele uhalf, and if I don't ngikuhlephulele uhalf, uyadinwa. Simple example.
Yeah, it's so ngiyafika apula and I
Yeah.
expect you to unginike.
Manje awazi ukuthi ngilambile mina ngakade ngilindile mhlawumbe it's my only meal for the whole day.
Do you think in order to avoid entitlement in certain situations,
Yeah.
ground rules need to be set or expectations need to be pointed out early?
Mm, bro, like I think not even expectations. Unga expect lutho.
No, I think
Hey, dog, wait. Guys, put it on the comments once again. Put it on. Stop expecting things from people.
no, I'm not saying it's expectations.
Yeah.
However, if I come to you, it's like
Yeah.
okay, no, I can't use you. If I go to a girl,
Yeah.
you see, we're dating right now.
Yeah.
These are my expectations of you.
Yeah.
Now, for example, I expect you to cook for me every day. Atiena, I expect you to give me money every day. Those are expectations that are set early.
Yeah.
And then it's me now, all right, shop. I can't do that. Okay, shop, I can do that. Atiena, nope, I can't cook for you every day. Now, and then we come to an understanding, an agreement.
But that's a relationship, though.
That is a relationship. However, it becomes better or bad when the party is like, okay, shop, we're dating. Sure, grand. And then without telling you, start expecting things from you. And
We're
then
not spoken of.
yeah, they were not spoken of. And then if you
Example
don't deliver, kube ngathi wena, you didn't do something right. Kube ngathi you did something wrong. However, I think what I'm trying to get
Yeah,
at
man,
la-
let me summarize. Expect the unexpected, right?
I was gonna say communication is key.
Okay, asikhiphe indaba ye-relationship. Asikhulume ngabangani noma ama-colleagues.
All right.
Ngiyayibona i-relationship because that's where you invest a lot of your energy at because you want to benefit from the relationship.
You know, communication ngena yonke indawo. Okay, but let's focus on friends.
Yeah, asiyeke umngani. Umngani
Right.
I've known for a while and ungibona ngiphethe i-apple, going back to apple. Ngibona ngiphethe i-apple.
Right.
Ngiyafika lapha.
But there's not much you can do with apple. Say a phone.
Ngifuna u-understand the principle.
All right.
Because it's got a lot that goes in with the apple.
All right.
But okay.
Continue.
The apple for me represents a lot of things. Number one, ngiphethe i-apple ngifuna ukudla ngilambile.
All right.
I haven't eaten the whole day. We're friends for a while now, and we normally share things. Not all the time, but we normally share things, or I normally share with you.
But then now that creates a precedence.
Yeah, it does create a precedence, but imag, asikaze si-communicate ukuthi makufika iy'nsuku la khona ilambile ngizokuncisha. Yabo? But wena, because sekusethwe precedence, right?
Yeah.
Akwenzeki 24/7 every single day of the week. But ithi expectation yakho next time angibona uzongihlephulela, right?
Well, yeah.
Because usu-expectile ukuthi kwenzeke. Ayithi siya kwi-expectation.
Yeah, because we've created
ne-entitlement.
that precedent.
Sikhuluma ne-expectation ne-entitlement. Imali.
Yeah.
Then ngifike mina one day on a Monday ngiyafasta and ngishaye ide ngiyafasta.
All right.
And ngifuna ukudla i-apula kuphela. That's my only meal after 12.
All right.
Uyafika wena uphethe lunch, mina ngiphethe i-apula. Ngifike mina ngiliwashe i-apula lami sixoxele. Ngisuke lapho mina ngiyohlala phansi etafuleni. Ufike uzokhuluma nami mase uthi kumina, hawu sengiliqedile nje i-apula ngiyabo ngalidla ngaqeda fast futhi ngoba bengilambile.
All right.
Mase wena uthi kumina, hawu wangincisha manje. Wazi wancishana. Hawu mfethu. Expectation ne-entitlement.
No, I think that is different. No, can't be.
Okay, let me take it back to a relationship.
No. Sila, musubalek. Sila apuleni.
Angithi ukuhlanganisela. Okay.
Okay, this is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
It's a precedence mode into besijwayele ukuyenza.
Yeah.
It's an entitlement if kuukuthi omunye umngane wami bejwayele ungiphi iapula njalo mahleli and then mina ngiyeke omunye ongajwayele ukwenza lokho. Ngiye-expect the same treatment I was getting from another friend of mine.
No, but nakhona lo okucelayo i-apula noma othi wena uyancishana entitlement le ngoba angithi sengijwayezile angithi ukuthi ngiyakupha sometimes ukudla kwami, sometimes ngiyancisha, sometimes ngiyakupha. Kodwa the one day uzocomment ukuthi wazi wancishana nge-apula, wazi i-situation yami ithini. Entitlement ne-expectation lapho ukuthi ufanele ungiphe kufanele
expectation, not entitlement.
Wait. Get guys. Like, subscribe.
It is expectation, not entitlement.
Like, subscribe, ring the bell, and you must expand. Like, subscribe, _Shange on Instagram, _Shange on Facebook. Find me on those socials. _M_Buthelezi Shange and Shenge Entertainment. Guys, and comment in this season. Ngoba sisi debate manje.
Speak sana _Shange. Uthi yena. Okay, let me state my point.
Yeah, state it.
All right. If kukuthi mina Ncebo now, masifika. Makhona phakathi kwethu ophethe iapula. Uzohlephelela omunye. Asikaze sixoxe, but into ehlezi siyenza.
Yeah.
That creates a precedent because it's something that's happened in the past.
Definitely.
And then that is an expectation, but not entitlement. It is an expectation. And then if kukuthi sengiya omunye umngane wami and expect the same treatment I got from you, uyena, that is now entitlement. Because now I am entitled to other people's apples just because we're ngijwayezile.
Okay.
So now, in law, there's something called case law. Stand corrected.
Yeah.
But there's something called case law. What does this mean? It means ukuthi all cases, not all cases, but all cases that are recorded or ever had judgments upon
Yeah,
them,
yeah,
they set a precedent for future cases.
yeah. Ngiyakuzwa lokho, yeah,
Hence, Kuguti, when there is a case now, your lawyer can refer back to an old case as
yeah,
to how that case was handled to
yeah,
help come up with a decision for this case. Because how could they treat that case ngale ndlela? How could they get another outcome
yeah.
if Kuguti the outcome shouldn't be different if Kuguti onke ama-factors ayafana for this case nale ndala?
Okay, awumeke-ke. Okay, ngoba siyadebate sesayivala le subject. Ithi entitlement dictionary. Entitlement is a person's belief that they are inherently deserving of privileges or special treatment. Some
Yes.
people wear their entitlement like a crown, they're rude, demanding, contemptuous, and they get resentful, not just disappointed when things don't go exactly their way.
All right.
Now, another definition is the entitlement mentality is defined as a sense of deservingness or being owed a favor when little or nothing has been done to deserve that special treatment. It's you owe me attitude.
That is still entitlement, right?
Yeah, still entitlement.
Yeah.
Now, entitlement is a narcissistic personality trait. It's not known exactly how this mentality develops, right?
Yes.
Asiye lana expectation.
Yeah.
Expectation.
Bhenya lapho ungahlulwa ifoni yakho. By the way, uNcebo bought a new phone.
Wow.
They need to know. Ungena lana like a boss with two phones, lana.
Anyway, no, exposed. Expectation, a strong belief that something will happen or be the case.
Exactly. Remember what I said in Apple? Expectation, I expect you to ngiphi Apple because ujwayele. But entitlement, it's when ngiya kumuntu ongajwayele ukunginika i-apula and
But
expect
iyahlangana kodwa lento expectation the expectation ne sense of entitlement.
They can go hand in hand, but one is not a prerequisite of the other.
Oh yeah, true.
One is not a prerequisite of the other. They can go hand in hand, but they can exist separately.
Yeah, true. They can exist separately, but in this case with the Apple, I think I was trying to explain that it was existing in the same sense, or the same sentence, or the same behavior. But gay, people in relationships have a sense of entitlement that I do believe, and they have expectations as well separately from people that I expect you to treat me this way, expect you to give me something like that because I'm your partner, as well as entitlement.
Indoda must.
I feel like we need to make that our next episode.
In fact, it was supposed to be this week's episode.
Yeah.
But
because
we'll
of the disaster. Yeah, because of the disaster and all that has happened. But anyway,
I'll go with your point.
Yeah. So entitlement and expectation. So relationships, I do believe we need to set precedents and bounds with everybody now. That's why I say within the darkness, I learned how to make boundaries and set boundaries with everybody.
It's even biblical, Leon, because if I believe you need to guard your heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, because I think disappointment happens when you stop guarding your heart. So now what is guarding your heart? That's another topic. What does it mean when someone says guard your heart? Because now we can get a bit carried away with the whole concept of guarding our hearts. So it says building walls where we shouldn't, not allowing people in. Because under the name of guarding your heart, and to suvalela your blessing.
When we expect you to guard your heart, when you are expecting to people will adhere to guarding your heart after you've guarded your heart, like you cancel everybody, you block out everybody.
No, people
yeah.
When you're guarding your heart, you're creating boundaries, right?
Yeah. And you expect everybody to follow them.
Thing is, people will not respect your boundaries. It is up to you to ensure that your boundaries are respected. So every now and then, exactly, that's where I was going. Every now and then, you need to enforce your boundaries.
Yeah,
today was a bit serious, right?
Yeah, we're supposed to be, yeah. But anyway, I think this expectation versus entitlement. I think after the next episode, I think we need to hit it on the nail. expectation and
No, we need to go and do our research and then we'll
yeah,
come up
yeah,
with
yeah,
the
definitely.
examples.
Our next guest is gonna have to unpack that. I'm hoping to bring
Pressure, no pressure, no pressure.
yeah,
What
I think
again?
I want to bring in a person that actually helped me through a lot of the pain that I went through with
Is it?
expectation and with oh, sorry about that, guys. What we need, I'm gonna bring a person that's gonna unpack what I went through in terms of how to put the expectations versus reality, how to put. Yeah, he's a very wise man. He's a
Is
very,
it?
very, very, very,
No,
very
we
wise
need we
man.
need wise people. We
Yeah,
need wise people.
we're gonna go and bring him on the podcast, making sure that hey man, we become 100. So once again, guys, Umina Ungebo underscore Wagashange on Instagram, Nebo Shange on Facebook. My name is Nebo Wagashange Tumangutum Timumpanganda. Like, subscribe, and do what? Ring the
Ring that bell. I am
bell.
Muslim Pure underscore M underscore Butelezi.
Yeah,
That is me on Instagram.
ngafisa sikube for another 2 hours, but squares.
No, we can't because now the topic is we left it open ended.
Yeah, asishiya kanjalo with an open ended.
Siyaxolisa for not giving you the energy today, but
Yeah, it's been
hey,
yeah.
Durban is bleeding, man.
Yeah, Durban is bleeding, and so sitting Nina, wonke condolences to every single family member. Literally, we cry out to you. We'll help. Thank you once again to the community that actually helped us, Ikaya. Thank you to all the community members that put their hands together to help each other out. Sithi siyabonga kunina nonke, Enkosi inibusise. Basically, guys, blessed are you, the hands that give, and those that receive.
Yes, that is exactly what I was planning on saying, Guti. We are grateful to everyone that laid a hand, that gave a hand, a helping hand.
Yeah.
We just want to say thank you to our families. We thank you to our community members. We want to say thank you to the churches, the government,
Yeah.
everyone who actually said, Yazuktini, let us lend a helping hand. And says Hamba City. Thank you guys. Shange and Shenge Entertainment.
We
We
are
are out.
sounding out.
Signing out.
Ay, for that coffin, yes, up a stuffing, can't be busting, yes, down like dust.